Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My brothers and sisters, pain is one of those experiences in life that are common to all of humanity, irrespective of who you are, where you are, or what you have. We are all destined to experience pain. We all suffer at one point in our lives. And even if we don't personally suffer, we see other people suffering. So, why do we suffer? Why does Allah subject us to pain? Why does He allow pain into our lives? Or if He allows it sometimes, why does it come upon us? Well, in this short video, I'm going to mention 5 reasons why we suffer. And may Allah grant us ease, both in this world and in the hereafter. Ameen. Number 1, Allah Almighty says, "And certainly we shall test you with something of fear and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits. But give good tidings to the patient." 2-155. Look at the first thing Allah mentioned. What was the first thing He subjected His creation, His servants to? Fear. What is fear? Fear is pain. If someone scares you, it creates a sense of pain, a sense of uneasiness in your heart. A kid might cry when he sees a dog, a small little dog. That's fear. That's pain. When we're born, we cry because we're experiencing pain. Even the process of being born is painful. Our first experience in life is pain. And our last experience in life before we meet Allah is also pain, the pain of separation from our loved ones. So pain is the beginning and the end. But between the beginning and the end, what else do we experience? Hunger, thirst, loss of wealth, loss of lives, the loss of our children, the loss of our parents, the loss of our spouses, the loss of our friends, the loss of our health, the loss of our reputation, the loss of our youth, the loss of our beauty. Everything we love is lost in this world, and the only thing that we gain is pain. So what is the point of all this, right? What is the point of this pain? Well, Allah says in another verse, "And we will surely test you with something of fear, and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives, but give good tidings to the patient." You see the word "but" here. What is this "but" referring to? It is referring to the previous part of the verse, the part where Allah talks about testing. But those who are patient, those who are able to endure, who are able to have a steadfastness in their hearts, they will receive good news. So, number 1, pain is a trial. Allah Almighty tests His servants through pain. He tests their patience. He purifies them from their sins. And He increases their ranks and their status. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "No fatigue, illness, anxiety, sorrow, harm, or distress befalls a Muslim, even the prick of a thorn, except that Allah expiates some of his sins because of it." So even if you just remove the thorn and you feel a bit of relief, you should know that some of your sins have been removed, erased, forgiven by Allah. Sabanahu Washington Tala. Point no. 2. Pain is a call. Is a call from Allah to alert you to your shortcomings? Allah, Might and Almighty says, "And whatever befalls you of disaster, it is for what your hands have earned. But He pardons much." 43-30. So when you go through a difficult time, when you go through a period of pain and suffering, know that there is a reason behind it. Know that it is either for your sins, or perhaps Allah wants to purify you through this. Or maybe it's a call from Allah to alert you to your shortcomings, so you wake up and return to Allah. And if it is a call from Allah to return to Him, then it is not an act of cruelty, but an act of mercy. It is not a curse, but a blessing. It is not a punishment, but a reminder. So whenever you face pain, look inwards, reflect on what you have done. Reflect on your life, on your actions, and know that this is a call from Allah to return to Him, to improve yourself, to become a better Muslim. Point no. 3. Pain is a means to refine the soul. Just as fire refines gold, trials and tribulations refine the believer. In the words of Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, were it not for the trials and calamities of this world, a servant would be afflicted with the diseases of arrogance, pride, and tyranny that would lead to his ruin. So pain, when you go through it, know that it is refining you, just as the gold is being refined through fire. Your heart is being refined through this pain and this tribulation that you're going through. So embrace it, be patient, and know that it is actually benefiting you. Point no, for pain is a reminder. The pain reminds us of the reality of this world. It removes the veil of delusion that we often have in our minds, that we often carry in our hearts. When we're happy, when we're comfortable, when we're enjoying the blessings of this world, we think that this is it. This is all there is. We think that this life is all there is to it. We think that these people around me are all there is to life. We think that this house, these cars, these clothes, this money is all there is. We think that this dunya is all there is. And because we have that notion in our hearts, we start to love the dunya more than we love Allah. We start to put our trust in the dunya more than we put our trust in Allah. So what is the cure for that? What is the antidote to that? It is pain. The pain of losing things, the pain of not having things the way we want them to be, the pain of experiencing something that we never experienced before. So when we go through such pains, we realize the truth of this life. We realize how fragile it is. We realize how temporary it is. We realize that this is not our actual home. We realize that this is not our actual place. We realize that this life is nothing but a passage, nothing but a bridge. We are just passing through it. And our real home is the hereafter. Our real fatherland is Jannah. Our real destination is Allah, Subhanallah Ta'ala. So, when you go through pain, you remember this, that this is not your final home. This is not where you will spend eternity. This is not where your ultimate destination is. And if you have that notion in your mind, you won't grieve over the loss of this world, and you won't put your trust in the things of this world. Rather, you will focus on the hereafter, and you will put your trust in Allah Almighty. And that is what the Prophet ﷺ meant when he said, "The most privileged of people in the world among the people of hell will be brought on the day of resurrection, dipped once into the fire, and it will be said to him, 'O son of Adam, did you ever see any good? Did you ever experience any blessing?' He will say, 'No, by Allah, my Lord.' Point no. 5. Pain is a gateway to multiple reward. To be patient when you're experiencing pain is not just a means of enduring that pain. It is not just bearing it and enduring it until it goes away. No, it is an act of worship. It is something that you do for the sake of Allah. It is something that you do so that you earn the pleasure of Allah. So when you're patient, when you're struggling and trying to be patient, know that your reward is immense. It is multiplied. Allah Almighty says, "Indeed, the patient will be given their reward without account." 39-10. So the more pain you go through, the greater the reward. The longer you are patient, the greater the reward. So keep that in mind. Whenever you're going through a difficult situation, whenever you're feeling that pain, whenever you're enduring that hardship, keep in mind that there is a great reward waiting for you if you remain steadfast and patient. So these are 5 reasons why we suffer, why we go through pain. And these are not the only reasons. There are many, many more. But I wanted to mention these 5 points so that you get the gist of it. So whenever you go through pain, whenever you suffer, remember these 5 points. And know that Allah has a perfect wisdom behind it. Know that it is either a test from Allah, a call from Allah, a means to refine you, a reminder from Allah, or a gateway to multiple reward from Allah. So with that, I'll conclude this talk. May Allah grant us ease both in this world and in the hereafter. Ameen. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you found this beneficial. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.